enchant their third pick. And one of the ways that you can sometimes deal with Night Stalker is you just run at him. And Centaur Warden are a great hero at making that happen too. If you don't have a Blink Dagger even, he can help to find that initiation, or help you find that initiation. But you get into this situation where previously Night Stalkers would build into an Aghanim Scepter when they're playing the off lane. Nowadays, even you sometimes see it, although it's much more common that you get like an urn and then like a Solar Crest or those random items. But the thing that he does is he doesn't really provide the same level of value in a team fight as the Disruptor or even an Enchantress would. So my thought looking at this draft is, okay, what happens if Navi just try and end the game before Night Stalker can really even fully take advantage of his vision advantage that they have? Like, he's always gonna have a little bit better vision, but I don't know, that's kind of my thought there. Like, if they just
5 seconds remaining. Dire team ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Dire team pick.
so far in the past week, and G has a 47 KDA. Yeah, 47 KDA. Like, what? How is that even a thing? Oh, this is another one of his classics. G playing Mirana. I first met G when I went to the Star Ladder I-League Star Series Season 3, I think. Oh, Broodmother. Oh my god, Dendi Broodmother. Let's see it. Let's go. But I was going to say that I first met... Oh god, they actually don't have an answer for this. I think Navi won. Oh god. Maybe Sick Doom mid? Scorched Earth is like, but okay. Anyways, what I was gonna say is that I first saw G. I didn't really like meet him that much, like introduce myself to him or anything. But he, like, when they were playing, he had this like dark jacket on. I don't remember if it was leather or not. And he had like these long pants. This is when he had like this sort of really long hair and these kind of intense glasses and a little bit of like a stubbly beard. And he just looked like this sort of, I don't know, what's the word for it? Like a, like some kind of crazy magician out of sorcery. And like, he would just like walk forward with his like long hair sweeping behind him and his dark coat on and be like, "The stormy night when G was playing Queen of Pain and took down rebels from on high." It's like Euron Greyjoy from the books. You know what I'm saying? That's what G's like. When he plays that Queen of Pain, it's terrifying. One of the better mid laners out of the CIS region. I'm excited to see him play the Mirana here. With the Broodmother, because I would be terrified to play against Brood this game. So Disruptor heading out across the map. He'll place down a couple of early wards. Real U heads out with the classic 400 HP on the Morph lane. Slayer's got himself some boots. He's just gonna stand on it. So everything looks... Oh, okay, so it is an Afterlife Night Stalker. All right, that makes me like this even less. I was sort of like caught up in my talking about other stuff. The fact that Slayer is playing Doom. You know what this might be? I think that they're going to play this the China Doom style, where he goes like early Tranquils and just runs at mid. Meantime, though, Roger moving forward with General. They get some hoof stomp action going, maybe. They get the stun beforehand. General in trouble here. General, what are you doing, my man? He might end up falling if he's not careful. They actually end up being able to get away, but man, that was a lot of damage. He will have the salve afterwards. All right. See how this goes. The rotation from Roger as he is going to contend with Slayer, trying to mess with their ability to take those creeps. He can just come in, steal one away, and be a bit of a turd. Top lane, General went for the pump fake on the hoof stomp. But this is going to be where the real battle occurs, I think. And it's going to be like Roger trying to protect his creep. Oh my God, did he really just do this? Oh my God, the hoof stomp. Oh, Roger. Oh my God, that was beautiful. He baited him into chasing his centaur a little bit. And then Roger's like, yeah, you're not getting away from here. The TP almost was enough, but not quite. Morphlane does need to be a little bit careful against General here in this top lane, particularly once you get more points into double edge. Like one hoof stomp double edge could probably find a kill. And not to mention the fact that you're going to have the second centaur around as well. Oh. Dendi? Thank you, Light of Heaven. I appreciate that. Yeah, this is... Yeah, you got to get the hell out of there. He's just going to be ran at constantly. So, this is a problem. The Satyr is the one that Doom wants to get, but he's actually not quick enough, even with boots, to keep up with the Enchantress. And, well, look at this dodge. He's going to be able to eat it finally, but now he stole Mud Golem and... Well, looking for the body blocks. Roger, are you kidding me? He is just putting the hurt right now to Slayer. They're forced to run the courier away. Everybody needs to get away from Roger. Roger's the most terrifying hero on the map right now.
Almighty Mother.
Yeah, that is quite an interesting little engagement that we see. Now, the plus side for Slayer is that he is going to have the Satyr now, so he's got that HP regen. He's got the blast to throw out as well. But with Roger heading back up towards the top, he's actually going to be able to... Oh, this is so good, too. He's got the one stone, then he's going to deny the Mud Golem, and then has two more to follow. All right, no, he's just going to have two. All right, well, he will have 3 stuns at least. That was the goal. Crystallize finds the kill into Afterlife. They turn on, take down Seneko as well. Meanwhile, top lane, they're still diving in for this. There's the hoof stomp. They try and take down General. He's still a liver, though, and Zayak instead is going to be the one that falls himself. General comes back in, just going to throw out the double edge to the face, maybe, possibly. Doesn't even need to. Double kill for Roger. Well, there were 2 kills down bottom happening at the same time.
Dire structures are fortified.
And G still going to be pushed out of this lane here. Look at this damage. Force the leap, get the hell away. Now it's fine again.
Is under attack.
Well, level 4 for both of these teams. You need to be careful. Aloha will certainly just dive for the Centaur. But in the meantime, They do have the double. Look at how much damage that does. Likewise, though, one waveform, and well, it goes to show that Enchantress still capable of being taken down. So they're trying to get towards those tranquil boots that we were talking about, or maybe he just ends up going for something else later. But I think that he really does need to help out G in the mid lane, because the tier 1 tower is already down at 4 minutes. Not to mention the fact that Roger is just constantly running in, and well, with another 2 stuns here, this is, I think, a little bit too hard to kill. He's got 10 stick charges. I don't think that they can kill him, or maybe they can. Oh, he's at 12 stick charges now. But Dendi Broodmother causing issues. She has 16 CS right now. They'll have the clap. Trying to take down the Wild Wing Ripper. And the Real You again, playing this Morphlane to perfection. Still stuck with only a ring of health, and well, the highest CS on his team, and the rest of the Radiant really isn't getting that much with the exception of Dendi. Dendi is going to need to do a lot this game. He's already done a lot, but he needs to do more. Clap comes out again. General with 3 points up in double edge. Could be a very easy kill if they can find Zach. Genji pump fake in the Starfall. And still the vision back and forth. Zach maybe in trouble. Went for the hoof stomp. Doesn't want to go for it fully. Oh, what happened? I thought I saw it. Didn't see his boots for a second. He has hoof stomp available. Turns to fight. Almost. Oh no, can't do it. Just look at how much damage that does, though. Like, he would need more levels to be able to contend with the Brood at all. Another hoof stomp and a runaway for General. He'll be able to escape. Roger's kind of slowed down on effectiveness. With the medallion, they can think about going back for like taking down Roche soon. That might be a pretty good option. I actually have a medallion on Dendi as well. So just heavily pressing for that physical damage. Afterlife in the meantime versus Crystallize. We haven't looked at this lane a ton, but Afterlife's been able to get the better of them so far. 25-4 versus 22-2. That being said, they bring in Dendi, and Afterlife is gonna die. The power of Broodmother with those rotations. You slowly start to build up the webs towards each of these lanes and then just take over. Hoof stomp. Lots of damage. Aloha, though, has already used all his stick charges and is just going to be back again. Stun. Starstorm, Roger. Not going to be a liver that time. They did take out the Sentry, so they're going to need to place another one here. There is still going to be vision maintained by the Radiant for a little while at the very least. And Crystallize attempting the pull. Come on, dude. You got this. All right. Gee. The hoof stomp up here top and they kill off Zayak. Okay. Meanwhile, the Broodmother mid taking a lot of damage as they tried to make the rotation work. Seneko is going to be able to get away as well, it looks like. Slayer trying to chase, and well, he actually still finds Seneko. He does have another Infernal Blade here. It connects. The kinetic field is laid down. Afterlife still chasing, has the Void level 3, and well, they find the kill. While this is happening, Navi moving around the map. Dendi doing a good job of spreading out these spiders to keep vision around the map while they take the tier 1 tower. And now they see the rotation coming in from the Night Stalker. They're going to play it a little bit more safe, most likely, and ready to back out if they see any other rotations come in. Roger is still allowed to play just so aggressively in this jungle. And double Dark Troll Summoner. there's a chance that something could happen here. Oh, all right. That troll is going to take the second blast, and that probably keeps Roger alive. But they do take one of the creeps on his way out. General trying to run away is still going to get chased. Slayer is diving for this. Realizes that he can't actually make that happen, and will back out. So bottom lane, Afterlife also in trouble. Dendi's chasing. They've got the crystallize Faceless Void as well to finish off the kill. Since there were so many heroes that were committed up top, nobody there to help out bottom. Tier 1 tower taken. And Dendi continuing his role now. And if he wants to, very likely he can think about running back for a Radiance. It's not a bad game for it.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's structures are fortified.
But they need Roger to keep doing stuff for him. Hoof stomp. Real you, he's actually kind of in a awkward spot there, but with the replicate already in the area and the double centaurs that show up, 4 centaurs in this lane, they will finally call it off. Just need to be careful. Morphling is ready to replicate to this. Doing a good job. Backs it out at the last moment. G knows that Dendi is there. Took some spiders with them on his way out. Regen rune for General. Again, Dendi pushing, but... Oh! Whoa! Run away, buddy! Oh my goodness. Scary. Still, the person left alone throughout most of this has been the Faceless Void. And he is going for the Mask of Madness now, and eventually the Lincoln Sphere. Top lane. They got the Static Storm down. Caught onto the Morphling. Unfortunately, Morphling able to get the Strength Form off, and now he turns it back around, takes down Seneko. So the real you just realizing that something could have happened there, and they can't find the kill. Roger now in trouble, gets the silence. He does have 10 stick charges, but not nearly enough. And General's going to be forced to run away as well. I gotta say, this Vega Squadron team is looking quite good. I think that they got this. Real U's going to back out, doesn't have stick charges or mana for a waveform. The Treat Dawn trying to man up. Arrow not going to connect. And Zach just gonna run away. Hoof stomp, not there. They do have another jump if they want to use it from Crystallize in 6 seconds. I think that the Venge is gonna die. He blocks off the way again. Well, to no avail. He still goes down.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
I really think that Vega have done a great job of dealing with this brood. They knew what they could give up at various points in the game to not be too concerned about it. And now they're in this great position. Like, look at this. Dendi is going to go forward here. He might kill off one, but he's going to lose his life. And G is going to get a ton of spiders. They're certainly up, but they're not snowballing enough right now, Navi, to make this worth it. Morphling is going to get out of control. As long as he doesn't kill himself to creeps. Not to mention that Mirana is starting to catch up as well. I think that if you're Navi right now, you need to switch up your game plan and go for, like, I don't know, it's tough. I was gonna say like later game build, but even then their heroes just don't deal with what Vega are doing late game regardless. You can think about like eventually getting into like Bloodthorn for Brood, but even that's not great because like Morphline's just gonna have Manta style by that point. Bottom lane, Navi are setting up, but the counter initiation is gonna come out now, and if Dendi goes down right here, they pull back in one. It's Slayer. They have eyes on Afterlife as well. They don't want to go in too far because now they realize that the rest of Vega is there. Snako, Static Storm could be big if they get it, but no, Slayer, he walks forward, he gets it down. They don't catch anybody. The Chronosphere, though, that's pretty decent, but they don't have enough follow-up. This is not working. This is going to be a ton of kills going the way of Vega Squadron. General also in trouble. Can they catch him? They do have Swap. They don't have Swap. very close to it, but not quite enough. Good decision by Navi to back out there. That would have gone so badly otherwise, but they use Chronosphere, they use Static Storm, and they lose their Faceless Void. Indicative of the state of this game right now. That yes, you can talk about like Brood having a strong laning phase, but now where do you go? Because Morphling is keeping on farming, and that is not a situation you want to be in.
Unlucky find.
Well, 14 minutes in. What was once well, it wasn't ever a huge lead, but it was a somewhat good lead, and the experience is now back to even. Smoked up Broodmother to go in and steal Roshan. You don't expect this play, but it'll work. As long as Roger doesn't die. Like, they do a ton of damage to this. Vega, in the meantime, is going to be able to soak up experience on the Vengeful Spirit while Morphling farms jungle, and the rest of Vega were looking for a pickoff. They weren't expecting this play. This is really good by Navi. Like, this Roche is going to allow them to probably finish off a lot of these other tier 2 towers. But the bigger thing about it is that the next Roche is going to be up around the time that they're wanting to siege high ground, and they'll be able to have cheese with that one as well. The question is it going to be enough to deal with Morphling? And I'm not convinced yet. Oh. TP out. Easy peasy. There might have been an opportunity there for a glimpse, but I'm sure Seneko was looking and he just couldn't get it.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
So Morphling now gonna be able to finish off his link or his ultimate orb.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's top tower has fallen.
All right. Tower taken.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
So like we were talking about, the pressure for the tier 2 towers. While that's happening, Vega are going to try and push for themselves. I don't want to give something for nothing if you can avoid it. And Seneko boldly going where no disruptor has gone before, into everybody. Is he looking to try and like break TPs with a glimpse or something? They definitely want to take down this top tier 2 tower. Double catapult strat. It's in full effect. His Afterlife is ready to dive Seneko. Yeah. This guy's dead.
Dire's structures are fortified. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
All right, tier 2 tower taken top. Meanwhile, Vega gonna look to do the same, or at least force some people to rotate back. The real you has his Lincoln Sphere completed, just not fully delivered to him yet. It's inside his stash. General, Blink Dagger is there. They're gonna charge forward, gets the hoof stomp. Stun is there as well. They have a Chronosphere. Doesn't catch Aloha Dance. The real you walks into it, but it doesn't matter. He was able to get everything off anyways. There was never a chance for a kill. Really, it was just to look for the Vengeful Spirit, and well, they will get that kill eventually. But that's Chrono used for the Venge. Granted, they do defend their tier 2 tower.
Oh, yes. My waters rise. Tide is money.
Oh, strength form. They got him. Well done. So that's a big kill. Finding that kill in a Morphling right there changes a lot of the complexion of the game, because him not being able to like farm up this entire time, Navi may be able to get some damage onto the tier 3 tower as well. Oh, they swap back in general. Nice play there. I'll show you what happens if you hoof stomp me. And Dendi, in spite of the fact that they're gonna have to deal with the Morphling, that Roche play and the Aegis take means that, you know, it's not going to be likely that they can push high ground with this Aegis, but next one very likely, and even stealing away some of his creeps here. They drop a ward. They see him. Dendi's stunned. Maybe in trouble. They have a shrine as well there to keep him alive. Snako shows up. He does have Static Storm. Dendi going to be able to get away. He had Aegis anyways for another minute and a half. Nice glimpse. And that's the other thing that we were talking about during the draft that kind of sucks to play against Disruptor as the Morphling, because your replicate's just going to go down regardless. And the Midas done for the Enchantress. Also has that +6 to all stats talent on top of treads. Pretty soon she's going to start dealing some decent damage. Doom with a classic buckler. We love to see this. Building towards the hand of Midas. Vega Squadron know what their game plan is. Hold out as long as possible and make sure that they don't lose racks. Eventually dominate Navi late game. Let the real you carry you. For staff halfway to completion for the Centaur. The Aegis is down as well. So where do we see them going now? I feel like Navi kind of just need to wait until that next Roche. Maybe they could try and push for the tier 2 tower in the bottom lane, but it's not easy. And Crystallize with the DD and a Chronosphere. Are they going to try and kill him? Just playing right on the outside edges of this vision right now. And, well, he just walks into a big whole payload of trouble. Will die underneath the tower. And, well, actually, Disruptor, he is forced to complete this TP. And they're bringing in the rest of them. And they're going to be able to catch Slayer. They stuck around for a little bit too long there. Slayer is going to be brought down. I think that the goal was like, okay, oh, this is a nice bit of spiders. Can they get him? Oh, no, they need some more. He doesn't have any mail or anything. I think the thought there behind Vega Squadron was like, all right, maybe we can try and find a kill as Disruptor is TPing back in. They stuck around for a little bit too long. So 11 to 11, only a 2,000 net worth lead right now for Navi. But it is, again, one of those game states, to me at least, where it feels like as the game goes later, Vega Squadron becomes stronger. You're just now starting to get into these other items. And any time that Navi can kill this Morphling, they're going to take full advantage if possible. Jump down. They've got him caught for a moment. The glimpse away. Whoa! They had him. What? They had him. Am I missing some? Oh, the Lincolns, they wanted to pop it. All right, yeah, that makes sense, but oh, it hurts. It hurts a lot. You really wanted that kill. Roger somehow is gonna escape this. And in fact, they might even end up turning it around. He's getting so much heals right now. Is he really gonna live? Okay, he's not gonna live. Now, jump forward, has a catch on to that vengeful spirit as Afterlife is trying to run away in the trees. They scan, they realize he's still in the area. Venge is going to be brought down. Meanwhile, bottom tower does get taken by Dendi, who is split pushing this whole time. These fights are so chaotic. Afterlife, is he actually going to be able to escape from this? Looks like the answer is no. That ward placed down, they have vision over him, and well, nowhere left to go. Man, that failed kill bottom. Try and take down that Morphling. Like, you can understand wanting to break the Lincolns, but a little bit of a failure of communication, and Navi, they're kicking themselves after that one. In the meantime, the Midas has been completed for Doom, as well as that 80 bonus Devour Gold. So his GPM is about to start to skyrocket. There's also a DD bottom. Don't know if they want to take that or not. Might leave it for G or the Morphling, either or. I guess the G has the bottle, so that makes sense. But as the game goes on and the real you gets the farm, we do start to have to ask ourselves, what is the long-term answer? Probably Aghanims on Disruptor, but that is like such a far away thing from happening. Because like once Morphling gets BKB, he doesn't care about anything, right? All right. Bottom lane, Mirana, as well as Zayak, getting it set up. Sneko is over here. They can turn this around rather rapidly. They are instead going to go for Sneko, and now they realize he's there. Quick jump forward, and that's a quick kill. G looks to be going down. Oh, the swap away. Dendi's chasing though. Can he get out of there? G, Manta, run, run, run. Does have leap again in 2, but not gonna happen. They take down Sneko, but they pay for it. And Aghanim Scepter is going to be the pickup for Afterlife. He is going to die here most likely. It turns nighttime. Oh, hey, not going to get there in time. Nicely done. Good TP out. The Blink Brood, it's kind of been coming back into fashion a little bit. And with Roche available, this is actually, again, one of those big moments. You know, with this timing and the fact that Mirana's dead, I actually think that Navi can think about pushing high ground with this. It's tough, it's not easy, but it's possible. Roche is gonna fall, and Vega a little bit too late to the party. Morphling does have his E-Blade. So Roger is probably just going to explode in these fights. He might go instead for Disruptor. It's tough to tell. But this is where, like, if Morphling leaves a replicate behind him and then goes in for a quick waveform, E-Blade, you know, adaptive strike combo, it's pretty quick and it'll, you know, kill pretty much anybody off. Like, Disruptor just now has enough gold for his Glimmer Cape. I think he needs to get that. Ooh, Aghanim Scepter, though. Aghanim Scepter and a BKB. All right. Okay. Illusion. Centaur switched it up. He even bought the 4-staff recipe, but then realized, you know what, I can't do that. I need to go for an Aghanims. Navi are itemizing really well to deal with this E-Blade that's come out from the Morphling. And now it's just sort of a question of who has the better initiation. And naturally, the Night Stalker team will have the advantage there. But Navi are not out of this by any stretch of the imagination. All right, Crystallize getting set up to join his team with the Lincolns and the Mask of Madness done. Cheese on hand. They've got a lot of lives, and it's time for Navi to siege. BKB is there, like we were talking about, as well as the Blink. He can jump forward onto any of these fools if he so desires, not to mention that 70 damage talent. Mirana's still a little ways away from her damage talent. Needs another full level before it's going to be there, not to mention the BKB. Buyback status also. Only the Morphling has it. But with Morphlings threatening the split push, everybody is forced back. And Vega can continue to do Vega things. Invis Rune on Void with the Diffusal Blade and Dendi right behind him. Could be big. I mean, that is another thing to consider, is that Diffusal Blade against Morphling is quite good. So before, like, you could just strength form out of it, but now even that's going to be a little bit more difficult. All right, Void looking for an opening here. Does he catch him? No. I think it's too tough. All right, Crystallize, ready to jump. Let's get in the high ground. Trying to get somebody to go onto the Mirana. All right, they're baiting out a reaction. They go for it on the Mirana again. Backing out. The swap away. Chronosphere though on to 4. Oh, Crystallize. Smelling blood and takes full advantage. Now with stun on to 2. They lose Dendi, but the buyback immediately from the Morph lane. And now they've caught themselves the Brood. Oh, Navi, you need to be careful now. They can't get caught out here. Another great kinetic field. And, well, they're trying to chase, trying to find the kill. The hook stomp comes out. Arrow going to connect on a Crystallize. They got him, but the real you, is he going to end up going down? Far too much damage. The Strength Form barely able to get away with that Waveform. Now G in trouble. Dendi is just so hard to deal with right now. And the E-Blade was up. He might have been able to save his buddy there with it, but doesn't end up happening. He E-Blades now Dendi. The back out Slayer tries to turn, tries to fight, but I think Navi are doing this too well. Vega's gonna go down now. Roger picks up the kill. 2 are dead. You don't have G for a very long time, but likewise Crystallize is gone. Real you still playing his way out of there, but a triple kill for Roger. He's not gonna stop. This guy's gonna keep on going. They break the Lincoln Sphere, still dealing these little pecks of right clicks and the damage being dealt. But it looks like finally Roger is gonna have to stop his spree and retreat. Kinetic field to save the day. 8,000 gold lead right now for Navi. And the final tally ends up being about a 2,400 gold swing, but most importantly, these buybacks. The Morphling and that Doom. Having them used in that last fight.
Gotcha.
Man, the pony hits hard.
Time is money.
And next going for the Dragon Lance. Yeah, Navi are hitting it. They're making this work. And I can't emphasize enough like how important it was getting that Roche. It stopped the momentum that was going into the way of Vega. And well, now they're sort of trying to deal with this push that's coming. Granted, it is still the tier 3 tower standing. Navi weren't able to get that, which means there's no access to shrines. And it does feel like still Navi have to be the ones on the aggressive, because late game Vega Squadron becomes a problem, but that window is opened up a lot. It's no longer like get a ton of stuff done right now. They can sit on their sit back a little bit and get set for that next set of items, because it's coming soon, right? Like the Fusion Blade's already done. The Manta style is getting there in a decent timing for Crystallize. Dendi in the meantime is going for a Diffusal Blade himself. And they're just controlling them. The plus side right now is that the Dire have been able to move out of their base and start pressuring down this bottom lane. Also, Night Stalker is what, 500 gold away from picking up his Aghanim Scepter. Oh. He tanks the gank, Zayak does. TP away from Afterlife. They hoof stomp what they think is the Night Stalker, but in fact, it is not. Huh. I don't remember if you can replicate to this illusion or not. I don't think you can. Whatever that ends up being, so you won't have to deal with the solo cast too much longer. It's been a good time though. It's kind of neat because every time I get excited, there's like a big moment, my dog starts going crazy next to me. She is adorable. All right, 21 to 15, 18,000 net worth lead for that Brood Mother, and building towards the Salt Cuirass next. It's 15,000 gold lead as well, almost level 25 for Dendi. He really has been the man of this match so far. Broodmother has a way of doing that. And the Night Stalker, level 17. Ag's done. $15 on Disruptor is going to be there soon. Kinetic Field cooldown always feels pretty good to me. I don't think that the Thunderstrike matters like at all right now. All right, round 2. Let's see what happens. Who can they find? Where can they go? And will the real you live through it all?
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Oh, replicate away.
Tower has fallen.
Yep. The thing that's nuts about that is that they were able to chase across the whole map while they still took out the tier 3 tower in the mid lane. Like, that's how you know that you're in the lead. You don't need everybody there at the same time. Now they can take down the shrines. Roche is going to respawn in just under 2 minutes. They want to go on him. Dendi gets doomed, but just going to run away again. Charged, force staffed, the whole kit and caboodle, he's gone. Vega again struggling to figure out what they can do going forward here. They do have that Ag Scepter. They end up hitting on a Bambi. Okay, Enchantress in trouble. Full combo comes out. Not quite enough as of yet. He's actually going to be able to turn around. General, Roger, they combo together to keep that Enchantress alive. And now the real you in trouble. Gonna go down. Mega kill streak for Enchantress. And just when it was looking good for a moment, Vega Squadron again caught. Again kill. And again, high ground gonna be sieged.
Dire's middle barracks are under attack.
Barracks now falling with no recourse. It's 60 seconds without a Morphling.
Dire's middle barracks are under attack. Dire's middle barracks have fallen.
And this is the problem that you run into sometimes with Night Stalkers. I don't know how many times I've seen an Aghanim Scepter get picked up and then they just lose all of their towers. It's like, you can see the enemy coming at you and killing you slowly. Damage reduction from that Stampede means that they're not going to be able to find the kill. The second lane of barracks is down. And Navi on their way to evening this up and putting themselves in a position to play one game for a spot in the finals against Empire. 18,000 net worth lead. And not looking like it's going to slow down anytime soon. And we've talked about it this whole game, the threat eventually of the Morphling coming online, but we just haven't seen it. The real you has not been able to stay alive, and with Roshan going down one final time, Vega Squadron going to have to try and extend this game out as long as possible. All right, Vega Squadron now defending the Radiant High Grounds. I think that they can kill... Oh, God, look at this, though. Like, they see a lot of people. Drop a ward down. Hurricane Pike. They need a big fight here. They need something huge. There's a Mirana here as well. That's the replicate. Arrow connects onto Dendi. G. Sniperino. Can they get him, though? Stun. They have a swap. This is a very awkward spot. Navi are going to go to the high ground and now defend Vega Squadron's high ground against Vega Squadron. They managed to doom. Did they do a Spiderling? What got doomed? Or was it a Lincoln? I don't even know what the hell happened there. Slayer's in trouble, though. Dendi turns around, turns to fight. There is nowhere left to go. Oh, the real you. Your base is not even safe anymore. He is going to die. They get two in the Chronosphere. Warplane buy his back, but what are you really going to do with that one? The full barracks are going to drop. General standing tall as they take down the rest of them, and Mega Creep's only a short way away. Well played, and GG are called. And we are going to a game number 3, ladies and gentlemen. Navi versus Vega Squadron coming up in just a few here.